Hi, CEO Members Club. I told you that we were going to start a series on hormones and how important they are for our bodies, because I think it's something that's just so misunderstood. So I'm traveling, so I'm having to hold the phone. It's a little different today, but I think the information is going to be very valuable. Last week I talked about the importance of testosterone, talked about in men how it reduced carotid thickness, or the thickness in the carotid endomedial arteries that run to our brain, and how it reduced arterial plaque. And I said that I was going to search for a study that showed the same in women. So lo and behold, when I start doing my research, I find that way back in 1999, so 25 years ago now, there was a study published that showed that free testosterone in women, that the higher free testosterone was in women, the lower the carotid endomedial thickness and the lower the coronary artery calcification. So here's the thing that's so frustrating about this, and you ladies should really listen to this because it's super important for your long-term health, is that when I do all these hormone tests on these women, which typically their doctors won't even test for their hormones or for the right hormones, we see free testosterone levels of 0.1, 0.2, maybe even 1 or 2, but those are severely insufficient for not only overall health, but certainly for reducing the risk of the #1 killer in women after menopause of heart disease. So remember that before menopause, 1 in 37 women die of heart disease, and after menopause, 1 in 2 women die of heart disease. And again, what changes? Mainly the hormones. So you need to take this serious. What they found was the highest quartile of women with free testosterone, so the highest women of free testosterone, had the lowest thickness in their carotid arteries, so lower risk of strokes, and they had less arterial plaque, so lower risk of heart attacks. So we want to get levels to optimal, not to normal. Normal is a woman waiting 50% of the time to die from heart disease. We want to make that number much, much less, and in the interim, when you're doing that, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, you're going to think better, your waist size is going to be smaller, your insulin's going to be less, your sugar's going to be less, your brain's going to function better. Oh, and I mentioned in the video last week, the higher your testosterone levels, the lower your risk of breast cancer. So there's no downside to getting optimal levels of all your hormones and getting them dosed in the right dosage forms. Now, testosterone needs to be topical. We typically would have the lady apply it to their labia at bedtime. You don't want to do testosterone by mouth, whereas we do want to do estradiol and progesterone by mouth, and DHEA and pregnenolone by mouth, which we'll get to. But for now, I found the same research for women is true and has been published 25 years ago that it is for men, that it lowers the risk of thickening of the arteries, the carotid arteries, and lowers the risk of coronary artery calcium plaque. Those are two things that we really want to lower. We don't want to have thick carotid arteries, and we don't want to have arterial plaque. And the best way to do that, ladies, is to raise our free testosterone. The best way to do that, gentlemen, is to raise our free testosterone. So let's take our health serious. Let's be the CEOs of our own health. That's why you're here. That's why you're part of this exclusive group. And you are one of very few who will take charge. So if you want more help, want more information, want to do a consultation, want to get your levels drawn, please let me know, reach out, and we'll help you get that done. Thanks.